Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best 2 out of 3 M21 draft. Alright, draft has fired. And wow, rare we got is Scavenging Ooze. This is a very powerful limited card. It's also played and constructed. If not standard, certainly in some of the older formats. I think I saw Reduke rocking it in Modern, I believe. Good card. Griffinary, great payoff for black-white life gain decks. Experimental Overload, very powerful, one of the more powerful cards. Pegasus, good for blue-white flyers. There's not a lot of 2-drop flyers, so that's good. Revitalize, Enabler for black-white life gain. Beat of Resistance, good for any white deck. Mistral Singer, good for And the rest are kind of not that exciting, but very happy taking a first pick Ooze. You can't imagine Sanctuary buffs it, right? No, that'd be too good. Well, second pick we could just take a Houndmaster. It's early enough where I'm happy to take the strongest cards in the pack. Visionary is, would go along just fine with Ooze. You can play it in any green deck, but I think I'm taking Houndmaster. This card is kind of broken in the format. And I'd like to have a couple really powerful cards to help guide me what direction to go to. I do think this card is not fair in the format. I know some people disagree with me, but 2 mana, draw 2, and whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+0 for the number of other attacking creatures. I mean, it's just ridiculous for 2 mana. So we'll take it. Okay, well, pick 3. Can pretty easily follow up with a Fate's Fetters here. It's good for Selesnia if we end up with that in the Ooze, or good for Boros if we end up playing the Houndmaster. It's another payoff card with the Griffinary. Another Enabler with the Revitalize. Fetters is also a Enabler as well, but it's also just playable for any white deck. And I think it's clearly the best card here, so we'll take it. Okay. So the pick now, we can take Pride Malkin. It's good for Selesnia. And Scavenging Ooze is obviously good for Selesnia too. It makes sense to me. There's a Sanctum of All in here. Fungal Rebirth is pretty good. I think that card's cool. But I'm happy to take a Pride Malkin here. I think it's good. Twin Blade Assassins might be the strongest card. Could take it in case we end up Rock. But no, I'm going to take Pride Malkin. I like it a lot. Ooh, Siege Striker. Well, Siege Striker is a good reason to continue down the white path. It's great with Pride Malkin, giving it trample. Just good in Selesnia in general. Putting counters on a double striker is quite strong. So we'll take it here. Swift Response, excellent card. Good white removal. Otherwise, Carrion Grub, good for black. Crypt Lurker's pretty playable for Rakdos. Happy enough taking a Swift Response there. Can take the Pegasus, it flies. It's a good target to put counters on. Someone's maybe getting hooked up with a nice black-white life gain deck, but I'm not upset taking the Pegasus at all. Still possibly could pivot into Boros, depending on how much green's dried up or how much red flowing from the other direction. It does seem like red dried up pretty quick in this pack 1 though. Alright, nice Daybreak Charger here. Very playable for white. Good card, really good with Seed Striker. Lets you get in for at least 4 power double strike on turn 4. Pretty nice. Shieldmate's not bad here. I mean, the Griffinaries got taken. So I'd probably just take Shieldmate. It's a fine card in general. Put tokens on in particular. I mean, helpful for Siege Striker. It's not great, but I think it's playable. Okay, Makeshift Battalion is kind of perfect for a Selesnia deck anyway, and it kind of makes our Staunch Shieldmate pick like slightly better too, since you want to be running a lot of cheap creatures to make Battalion good. I think we probably can take a Gnarled Sage. I don't really want to play it, but we'll take it. So here we can take like Thornwood Falls for possible blue splash we want to do. This Indulgence case we have to pivot into black. It doesn't seem likely we're going to pivot into black, but I mean all the black is flowing right here at the end, but we kind of passed our opportunity, I think, with some of those enablers. Wow. I'd probably just take another Siege Striker. Like, if we're going to make the counters deck work, you're going to be pretty happy, I think, to have a Siege Striker. Solemn is good too, and another chance at getting a Visionary, but probably take Siege Striker. Maybe you can get the Shieldmate on the wheel. Shieldmate's much better with Battalion and Siege Striker in the deck. I like that. Okay. Follow-up pick. Well, Scourge is good for the counter deck too. Kind of want to cut this. Yeah, I'd play Titanic Growth too. It's probably pretty good with a couple Siege Strikers. I really like Scavenging Ooze with Wildwood Scourge. Battalion's good with the Scourge. Yeah, we've got probably enough synergies going where we just try to make the Selesnia deck work. So Truffle Snout makes sense for this deck. You can gain life. It puts counters on itself. Good for Scourge. Good with Pride Malkin because of that. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, here I probably just want to take Selfless Savior. This card's amazing. Works really well with Siege Striker for protection. Otherwise, Mauler does fit in with the deck too, and another chance of getting a Battalion, but we're taking Savior. Savior's great. So, we're not getting as many green rewards as I would like, but the 4 green cards we have are all just happen to be like fantastic Selesnia cards. I guess you don't have to consider Truffle Snout a fantastic Selesnia card, but it's certainly at its best in Selesnia. Could take another Truffle Snout here. Or kind of remove a light. Yeah, we have a Swift Response and a Face Fetters. Maybe we're fine. Alright, we'll take the Truffle Snout. We kind of need some counter rewards now, like Invigorating Surge, Conclave Mentor, Basri Solidarity would be nice for the Scourge. Alright, so choices here. We can take another Staunch Shieldmate. I mean, the Shieldmates aren't going to be great if it's just for, well, because we might wheel a Battalion too. Could take a Titanic Growth. I mean, it's going to be pretty nasty with Siege Striker. Yeah, it has a chance to make the main deck too. And considering we don't have much removal, this kind of makes sense with Siege Striker. Alright. Well, Vren Wingmare is kind of a fine pick for us here. This is insane pack for red, though. Immolator and a Bolthound. It's crazy, but we're pretty low. We're actually like, yeah, the vast majority of our deck is creatures. I think this is going to play well for us. Alright, so we have another Truffle Snout. We have another Titanic Growth. I might just take Temple. I kind of like what this does for the mana base, and none of these cards are exceptional. So play something we're for sure gonna use, and I feel like decks like this, they can run into flooding issues. Take Steed here. I mean, it seems like a good creature to play for us. Getting a couple bodies on the board can't be bad. Here, I guess we'll just cut green. I don't think we're going to play it. Defiant Strike, we'll cut white. We're not going to play it, I don't think. Although, not bad with Siege Striker. Gorehorn, cut green. Not going to play it. Cut green. Not going to play it. Somebody can have a last pick on Naki Ogre because we are not in red. Alright, pack leader. I don't think we have any dogs though, do we? No. Probably just want another Fetters then. There's an Alpine Watchdog. There's also Pride Malkin. Pride Malkin's pretty great, but it's tough to pass to face Fetters. Fetters is very good. Life gain is very good. So, I think we're taking it. Actually doesn't have great synergy with Scavenging Ooze, but that's okay. It's just so strong. So I'm hoping to wheel Pride Malkin. Be nice to wheel the Blossoming Sands if that doesn't happen. There were some pretty good cards in there. Well, Feat of Resistance is insanely good. So we're taking that. Setessan Training would be insane on Siege Striker too. If we're fortunate, we wheel this, because I would slam dunk play it with a double Siege Striker deck. But we want the protection for now. Hunter's Edge, kind of a great card for Selesnia. Good removal. Happy to take that here. Alright, Solidarity is going to be a solid pickup for us. Got a ton of creatures. Actually, not as many as I thought we did, but enough where it's going to be good still, I think. Maybe even find some more shield mates. Probably just take Palladium Mirror here. It's never really wrong to take Palladium Mirror. Taking it over a Swooper, I'm okay with that. Palladium Mirror is just a great card. So, Battlements does work well with the Siege Striker. Also makes our shield mate a little bit better. Not so good with Solidarity. But, yeah, it's probably still fine here. It's good with Valorous Steed. Otherwise, I'm taking another Pegasus. Which I'm kind of okay with, too, to be honest. But I'll take the Battlements, I think. It's actually a tough pick. Secure the Scene. It's not very good. I'll take it for sideboard, I guess. I'm not sure what our weakest card is right now. Never really blown away by Truffle Snout. He just likes truffles. Look at him. Alright, a bit of a miss here. Doesn't matter, I don't think now. Deck is still looking pretty good. Got a Watchdog back, but we did get the Blossoming Sands. Did not get the Pride Malkin, unfortunately, but taking Blossoming Sands and we're playing it. We have a Temple too, so that's okay. Could play a Gnarled Sage too, instead of like a Titanic Growth. On Master Wheels. Whatever. Arsonist is probably the best card in there, honestly. So we missed a little bit on pack 3, but I think the deck still looks pretty good. We were definitely competing for green, but the green cards we got are good. Tavern Swindler is a legit black-white life gain enabler. Black was open pack 1 and 3, but we kind of passed our opportunity with the early Griffonaries. So, let's see. Is this our deck? We have 16 creatures. This looks like a deck that could flood out. But I also don't necessarily want to play 16 lands. Yeah, this is a tough spot. I might need to... play more creatures then. If I don't want to flood out, like cut a growth and run like a random Sage. Not that it's great, but just because I need to justify 17 lands better, I think. I don't really want to do Gorehorn though. I guess I run it like this. I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to flood out. But we do it. No double white is nice. I'm more comfortable doing the 9/8 because of that. But we can do this and then we're even better. Now we're 9/10. Wait, 9/9. We don't need to be 9/9. Oh, I was wondering about that. I was like, why? No. We want them all to be the same. So that way we're... No, we don't want to be 9/9. We want to be 10/8, I think. Yeah, okay. All right. We'll run it like this. See you round 1. Nice. We'll play first. And we'll maul this one. This one we'll keep. And I guess we'll ditch the Solidarity. All right. Oh, that's a good draw. All right. So I can get in for 6 or I can get in for 7. I think we'll get in for 7. think we attack with everything. They can double block the Palladium Mirror. This is fine too. Siege Striker happens to work really well against Fate's Fetters, so that's cool too. So we actually attack with all three of these. Just tap like that. Alright. So we got some big tramplers in there. Titanic Growth's looking better. Gnarled Sage is not looking so hot. Adept, Snare Spinner, Hunter's Edge, Double Dreadmaw. You know, Secure the Scene just kind of gives him a chump blocker, though. I don't really love Truffle Snout so much here. I could see maybe cutting this for like a growth. I mean, I don't really like the Gnarled Sage here either. And at least the Truffle Snout has random. You know, Gorehorn might actually be a better choice. Because it actually can trade with a... Yeah, that's true. Alright. We didn't have any anti-enchant, I don't think, for the Fate's Fetters. It's a good key. Yeah, I think we can go Temple here, actually. Another Siege Striker. Yeah, I probably want that. So, I think we do the first Siege Striker now. They can Hunter's Edge us, I suppose, but we'll have to just let that happen. Oh, that's good news. So now, I think we play a second one. We can't leave up the feet, but we can get in with this one. Kind of see what happens. All right. So Charger is pretty sweet. I think we'll just do the Scourge for 3. Attack here. Do Solidarity. 9, 10. They need 2 pumps to kill us. I think we'll get in with these 2. So they can put a counter on the Pteranodon. Not sure that's good enough now. So they brought in the mutt for the Fates Fetters, which makes sense. So guess we just get in here. If they don't block, we actually kill them. No, I could have killed them this turn. Maybe I should have paid closer attention there. They have no cards left in hand. So we'll drop the land and play Steed and leave up Feet of Resistance. Yeah. Alright, we'll see for round 2. Alright, round 2, we'll play first. That's a keep. Bottom lands, Temple, hopefully helping our mana base here. Alright, we'll keep it on top. A spell is a spell is a spell. Actually, it's kind of nice. We can go Palladium Mirror into Battalion Truffle Snout, which is pretty good. Turn 4 play. Assuming they have nothing, of course. Well, Scavenging Use is good too, but alright. Alright. I guess no blocks. Alright, well that's a good draw. Can actually attack first here. We want the counter on the Battalion, so we'll do that. I'll trade an Arsenal for Palladium Mirror. That's actually kind of sweet too. Gain some life back. If they have removal, our Scavenging Ooze gets quite a bit better. Pegasus doesn't fare so well against a Gale Swooper, though. Pretty surprised they didn't block the leading. Oh, I guess it makes a little more sense. And they had a lot of goodies. Charger is nice. So one card left in their hand. We can play Charger. Get in for 7. Play Ooze. Let's see, I think 4. Do the battalion to go to 8. So attacking with everything. Block here. Take 6. We die to a shock. But I kind of need the Ooze. We're going to gain 2 more life. Which I guess still kind of puts us dead to a Swooper. Well, I think this is the wisest block. It's unfortunate, but I don't think we would have won. I still think I played that correctly. So I don't like Secure the Scene. I don't like Life Goes On. I don't really like Titanic Growth. So I guess I don't like any of it. We'll keep the Gnarled Sage around to block a Gale Swooper and whatever it makes fly. And run her back. Alright, play first. Maybe the only thing I did wrong was fettering the Hallow Blade instead of the Gale Swooper. That's true. I mean, kind of feel as if the Swooper is a bit of a problem, but I'm not sure. Could have gone either way. Alright, well, that's a good draw. see. I think I just played a Sage and pass. I'd like to be able to edge and feet in the same turn if I have to. Alright. That's kind of fine because we get in for like $1 billion here. And actually they're just dead if they play tap out for like a big red creature or something. Hopefully just another Igneous Cur. Good. Very good. Oh, but they had the Hollow Blade. Alright. Well, I can't pump the Cur. I guess that's good. Still don't really have a sideboard. Could bring in more defensive stuff. Portcullis Vine does not fare well against Igneous Cur, or, I mean, it lets him pay the mana and then you sack it. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Yeah. That's a keep. Pretty good hand. Yeah. I don't like the Hallowed Blade. So Striker into Face Fetters. Could actually do the Savior too, but we'll do the Striker to start her off. So we'll trade there. Yeah, we'll trade there. I don't really want to take 8. Not so much. Alright. Just give me Fetters, the Hollow Blade. Sure. Alright. Another Siege Striker's good draw. So I think we do Striker and leave up the feet. Alright, that's cool. So play the Savior. And just get rid of that. Alright. Alright, cool. Stole game 3 against the Alpine Houndmaster Boros deck. Alright, we'll see you in round 3. Alright, round 3. Ew. 6 lands. Maybe a Temple makes it slightly better, but that hand's weak. This one's fine. Probably dump the Steed, I guess. Alright. I'm just gonna put it on the Pegasus just because it flies. Would prefer to not use a Faith's Fetters on a Teferi's Protege. Unfortunately, Siege Striker cannot take advantage of a Capture Sphere. Gonna kill the flyer with the punishing blow or the truffle snout with the punishing blow. I'll play a Baron. I guess that works. Yeah, that's pretty sweet actually. They can double block. We'll kill the... probably kill the protege, I guess. Esper. Interesting. Alright, well, that's actually good news. That's cool. We'll see if they got a removal spell first. Okay. That's really good. It's got trample too. I guess I can tap it. Which appears to be what they're going to do. No, it's going to keep their mana occupied. It costs 5. Shouldn't have cost 5. They have 2 shrines. Oh, that's weird. So it counts itself. That's confusing. Alright, well, they had everything, so I guess they're getting there. Now they're a land away from keeping 2 guys tapped. And then they draw a cancel. Alright. Alright. Guess we just do Faith's Fetters on Sanctum. Nice rip. Man, I really hope we win this match. If I lose to Bad Deal, it'll be really sad. Felt like I had to keep a couple blockers back, but maybe not. Didn't want to just die to a Spine Megalodon. So, did we literally just die to 14 turns of a Sanctum of Stonefangs? Wow. That's pretty bad. I think more than that, actually, now that I think about it. Unfortunately, this little fella doesn't have trample. Otherwise, this would be a lot better for us. So, these two... Three... Tap the battlements. I mean, I can sack the Savior to the Striker. They're taking 12. They have removal for Sage. I mean, they would have it for Striker anyway, so. Alright. Try and keep our Striker alive. Can't believe we won that. That is crazy. Well, they got all their gas out right in the middle of the game. They got all the gas out right in the middle. We could do secure the scene. Considering their one way to kill us was a Sanctum of Stone Banks. Yeah, we'll bring that in. That sounds good. What am I cutting for that? Swift response doesn't seem very good. I guess it helps against a demonic embrace. That's true. So does Fate's Fetters, ×2. Battlements actually did work there. It's too good with Siege Striker. Could cut Solidarity. That actually makes sense. I mean, it was good, but when their entire deck is removal, I kind of want a lot of creatures. All right. All right, we'll keep it. It's good against Truffle Snout, but doesn't stop the Siege Striker. So can do turn 3 Siege Striker, turn 4 Siege Striker again if we wanted. It's true. Jeez, nice mana. I think we'll do the Striker. We're playing the 3-color deck with the cancel and yeah. All right. So can do Siege Striker number 2 here, I think. And pass. And then next turn we can do Scourge for 4. Which is pretty good. Well, at least we have the out to that now. Let's do the Scourge for 4 here. Makes our Truffle Snout play better. Alright, so now we can go Truffle Snout. Let's see here. Attack with these 2. Can I attack with all 3? No. I think we just attack with these 2. Sure. So we'll kill, yeah, I'll kill those 2. So we just fetters this. Okay. So they got mana screwed, but obviously we'll still take the victory on that one. So yeah, I'm glad we could beat the bad deal deck. Pretty interesting draft. I don't think our deck was like exceptional. It just Selesnia, pretty good stuff getting there. So cool. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.